it was definitely family, nature, sports, like I said, and was able to get a lot of that. But at the same time, your mind had time to process what we've done in the 49 games and what we have ahead of us here, and we're all happy to be back together.
How about Jeff Skinner? He was able to practice today. Are you pretty optimistic you're going to see him soon?
No, Jeff looks really, really good today. He felt good. Obviously, his first time back in the bigger group after multiple weeks. We have to be patient with the process, but the first reports are that he feels strong and ready to go. So let's hope it continues down this path for the game on Tuesday.
What did you make of the energy level today with the guys back?
Yeah, just really, really high energy level. Again, you can sense right away the guys are happy to come together, and that's a positive we need to build on. We weren't happy with our last result, but we're feeling something special in the process here, and we need to confirm that process right away again with only a couple of days here to get back into that space, into that zone, and continue to build our team game. And the energy today was excellent for the fact that most of these guys hadn't seen ice under their feet for the last week. So it's we're pleased with the re-entry.
Pilot back. You did not bring Asplund back today. Do you anticipate keeping him in Rochester now to get some work, or where's the status?
We're just going to. We needed to assess how Jeff was doing, Skinner was doing here today, and I'll be speaking with Jason about our situation up front and whether we're going to go 11 or 12 on Tuesday will be a factor, but. For sure that Rasmus deserves a little bit of a break right now too. He went down, played some games, and hasn't had a break. And he's on the edge of coming back here, depending on our needs. But at the moment, we'll look at this group again tomorrow, and then make a call probably on the game day whether we add to the roster or not.
Jeff hasn't scored in a while, but did you feel? I know it was a month ago, but did you feel he was coming on a little bit before he went out of the lineup? It looked like it certainly.
Yeah, there was 4 or 5 games at the end where we really felt he was finding his rhythm, and that the goals were just going to come. That was the final piece that was missing, and as a result, the injury at that time was very disappointing because it felt like he was in that space. And I think he's had some good time here to observe what the game is that we're playing and what we need to play, and his re-entry will be exciting for us. It gives us more depth in scoring and more offensive punch, and we look forward to him just stepping right back in where he left off.
How tough was it to sit and watch other teams just keep winning while you were not playing?
I'll be honest that I just really try to concentrate on what we need to do here. We all know the challenge ahead and what needs to be done, and what you have to do is take care of your own business in the National Hockey League, and we've put ourselves in this position, and we need to dig ourselves out of it here. And I think with the homestand coming up here, we have opportunity to get contact again to the race, and that's what this season's about, is being in the race, and we're not in it right now. We need to fight ourselves back in it, and we know what that takes. But it's more important we continue to concentrate on the process and don't get distracted by other things that are going on, like the standings taking off a little bit without us playing. But others won't play this week, and we need to take advantage of that.
Is there a way to help a guy like Skinner to get back to where he was at after so long away?
Yeah, I think more than anything, it's always after a break is to play simple and to really be patient with the process, and also the minutes that we use him and how he uses those minutes. And otherwise, our team game really allows a player within that structure to contribute in a really good way without necessarily having to finish right away or to score. And that should be a byproduct for him eventually, and I'm sure it will be. He's definitely going to be due. And let's just re-enter Jeff into our team game and have him do the things he needs to do there, and the goals I'm sure will come.
Jeff, how did it feel to be back on the ice with your teammates?
Yeah, I felt good. Anytime you get back out there, any rehab you usually start skating by yourself, and then it's always nice to make the step to skate with your teammates.
How did you feel yourself? Did you feel like you're pretty much ready to go?
Yeah, I felt good. I was the only one that wasn't rusty out there, so no, I felt really good. So Yeah.
There's no real silver linings to your injury, but would one small one be because it was an upper body, you were able to skate and kind of keep some conditioning?
Yeah, for sure. I think anytime you get a chance, even just sort of a little break on the body, on the lower body, sort of in terms of the grind of the season. But yeah, it was nice that I was able to keep skating, keep working out early on. Before I was skating, I could keep working on my lower body, which is good.
As awkward as that hit was and the way you came off the ice, it seemed like you knew right away there was something really wrong, didn't you?
Yeah, it didn't feel great at start, and then obviously went off and reassessed it, and it happens. I mean, it's part of the game, and you just try and regroup and come back stronger.
You were obviously had gone a bunch of games without a goal, but the breakthrough seemed to be coming. Did you sense when the injury happened that you were just on the verge of putting some pucks in the net?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was playing pretty well. I think obviously during the season you go through stretches where you're feeling better than others. I think I felt like I was playing well. I thought our line was sort of clicking a little bit more, and yeah, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, I think guys have done a great job. I've been watching, and it's time for us to make a push now.
What have you seen from the team just watching from up top? Did you get a better sense of what Ralph's doing or what the team's doing, or what did you actually see as you watched the games?
I don't know. I mean, I think that just sort of watching guys sort of come in and out of the lineup was nice to see guys sort of grabbing the opportunity and running with it. From a team's perspective, I think you get a little bit more of an opportunity to sort of sit back and sort of watch it from a sort of a larger perspective, I guess. You're not sort of worried about how you're playing or sort of plays that you're making, so you're able to sort of take in the game as a whole. I don't really know if it's sort of if you learn anything. I think specifically, I think you just sort of maybe sort of subconsciously get a little better understanding of sort of how things are going, and at the same time you get a little bit of a refreshment from the day-to-day grind.
When did you actually start skating again?
Would have been a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago. At first I started skating just sort of obviously easily and no pucks, and then we got the pucks out there, so it was a little bit easier, and then I had a couple skates last week while we had the break, which I guess in hindsight came at a pretty good time for me, so yeah, I was fortunate that way.
Did Dennis put you through some battle drills and things like that?
Yeah, he was great. It was my first time obviously skating with him, and yeah, it was a really good setup, I think, and he does a great job. JT, the whole medical staff, Mikey was here, and yeah, they do a great job of rehabbing guys, and now that I've seen it, I don't have to stop giving him a hard time when he's got days off, because he does a great job.
You guys watched other teams win while you were off, and you've kind of dug a hole here, but how much opportunity do you still have with all these home games coming up to get back in this thing?
Yeah, we got a good opportunity, I think. It's a big home stretch, I think, and coming off the break, guys should be refreshed, and a little bit more excitement coming out of the break, and hopefully we can get off to a good start here and sort of get some momentum on our side and sort of roll with that.